it's Amanda and I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be updating you on the next 30 sketches or so in my sketchbook. You guys may remember it's this sketchbook right here with the lovely Miss Venomous Cupcake sticker on the front. And this was the last drawing in my previous sketchbook updates. So this is where we're going to be starting off. For some reason, this page is blank. Off to a great start. This drawing is my concept sketch for the self-portrait that was part of the Artstravaganza Lost collaboration. You can check out that video on my YouTube channel. This was a fun project. This was very impromptu. The Artstravaganza group and I basically just weren't ready for the collaboration to be over. So we decided to do one last hurrah that actually ended up turning into sort of a sneak peek of our ideas for Artstravaganza for next summer. So very exciting video. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. These are some gel pen doodles. I don't know what compels me to draw in gel pen because they don't really look that good, especially with my sketching style. They just look really messy. So yeah, not a huge fan of this page, but it's also kind of exciting because these are some of my OCs, Helios and Volana, and these are some very rough, not very well thought out character designs for some related characters to, these are all going to kind of be part of like the same story, basically. Then I decided to draw Aurora because I also want Aurora and Borealis to be part of this story with Helios and Volana. Again, I did this in gel pen, and I actually like the way that this looks a lot. However, it was quickly followed by a very disappointing attempt to draw Borealis. Yeah, so I just crossed it out. I always tell people there's a lot of bad art that goes into making good art. This is a prime example because on the next page I ended up drawing Borealis and he's sort of in this like seductive pose. I apologize, but like they're existential beings. Like they're like humanized versions of the Northern Lights, so I feel like they wouldn't really wear clothes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but it's censored, guys, so it's okay. This was a really random pen doodle, just using a ballpoint pen. I don't know why I didn't like further this. It looks kind of out of place and odd, just the way it is here. So I don't know. But my sketchbooks are usually a mess, so it's okay. This is a concept for an idea that I had that I loosely titled Personification of My Anxiety. I do not have anxiety disorder. I've just recently been going through a pretty stressful time in my life, a lot of changes, just a lot of things going on. And it's not so much anxiety as it is stress, but I think I get very anxious about that stress. So I experience symptoms of anxiety, but I definitely don't have anxiety disorder. I'm not trying to like self-diagnose or anything. This was basically just me drawing out my feelings, and this isn't really like meant to be me exactly. It's just sort of meant to like symbolize how I feel like on the inside. So it's not meant to be like a self-portrait or anything, but I further this concept later in the sketchbook, so I'll talk more about it then. This was drawn during a Skype chat with JMI and Nyrel. We were kind of just giving each other concept ideas to draw, and one of the ideas that I think JMI came up with was to draw each other's characters in like a school uniform or like school clothes. And so we like each picked a character for somebody else, and they picked for me to draw Volana. And I drew her, I really like the way this came out. I colored it with a little bit of Copic marker, but I drew her in like this cute moon skater dress because she's meant to symbolize the moon. She's like texting on her smartphone in the middle of the hallway. I just think that this came out really cute. I like this sketch a lot. And then I was drawing her kind of in her normal attire. This isn't my favorite sketch of her, to be honest. I like her face better in this drawing. This is the face that I really want to try and replicate more. But this is more of her traditional design. This was, I'm pretty sure, meant to be Nightwing, but it just sort of turned into like some very loose, messy pose practice. This is a concept that I am going to hopefully turn into a finished piece one day, but it's of my character Helios, and it says, "I never meant to hurt you." And basically, it just kind of ties into the relationship between him and Volana, because he is meant to symbolize the sun, she's meant to symbolize the moon, and because the sun is so much hotter than the moon in temperature, they really can't be together because it's like a harmful thing. Like the heat, it's hard to say like hot without it people thinking I mean like he's hot, like he's attractive, but like he's physically too hot for her. That sounds weird. Basically they just cannot be together. It's like a tragic love story kind of thing. So yeah. This is a concept that is going to be revealed further during Inktober. Same goes for this one, and I'm really, really excited about it, so stay tuned for that. Also, yes, I am doing Inktober, so if you guys love sketchbook videos, make sure you are subscribed, because I'm going to do 2 sketchbook updates during October, one during kind of the midway point during Inktober, and then one at the end of the month, so be sure that you stay tuned. This was supposed to be like a reference sheet for Volana, but I didn't finish it. Basically, I'm just trying to draw her like front, side, 3/4, and like, I guess, back view, just so I can try and get in the habit of drawing my characters more and drawing them more consistently. So that was kind of the start of that. This was a random doodle that I did in the airport while I was flying back from dropping my boyfriend off at his internship that he's going to be at for the rest of the year. So I was just kind of doodling in the airport. Yeah, that one, I don't really know what to say about that one. But I also did this one, and I like this one a lot, and I plan on turning this into a finished piece, and I think I want to color it using watercolors. I think that'll be really fun. Then I also did this sketch in the airport, and I like this one a lot because it reminds me of like a 3D thing, because I used a light blue pencil underneath, and then I went over it with a red pencil, and I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I just really like the way it looks, and I also just like this like character design. I don't know, I think he looks really cool. I drew this on the plane actually, and it's just sort of like it was meant to be Batman at first, like Bruce Wayne, but then it sort of turned into like just a generic James Bond-esque type character. So yeah. I also drew this on the plane. I get really nervous on planes, so I tend to sketch sort of frantically. I also drew this, but I didn't finish it. It was going to be a doodle inspired by the song Dirty Laundry. I can't remember who it's by. It's not the one by Carrie Underwood, it's a different one. But yeah, I was listening to that song while sketching that. This is a doodle. You might have seen this on my Instagram actually, because I did post this. This is Darcy Robin's character Ariadne from her webcomic Stasis. I think I basically talk up that comic like every chance that I get. I always tell people to go and read it because she's a huge inspiration for me. I mean, she's been one of my biggest inspirations for a really, really long time now, and her character designs and her writing is just so great. So I'm going to link that down below for you guys actually. If you haven't read it yet, definitely give it a read. I think a lot of you guys would really like it. So I drew her character, and she actually retweeted this. It was really sweet. And I plan to draw her other characters as well. This is Sailor Pluto. For some reason, I was just in the mood to draw Sailor Pluto. I didn't finish it because I wanted to draw her staff as well, but I didn't get around to it. So I would like to finish this at some point, though, because I think it looks really cool. This is another sketch that I did that I really, really like. It's inspired by a Snapchat filter, which is kind of dumb, but I posted a picture on my Twitter. I'll insert a picture of it when I was back home at my parents' house, and they had like these antlers hanging on the wall, and I was using a Snapchat filter, and it just so happened that it like perfectly lined up with the antlers behind me on the wall. So that's kind of what inspired this. But yeah, I want to turn this into a finished piece as well because I really like it. This is a concept design that I think I'm actually going to end up finishing for Inktober. Here's a little more detailed sketch of what that is kind of going to look like. I won't say too much about it because I want you guys to see it for Inktober. This was my attempt at drawing the Pokemon trainer. What's her name? Oh my god, I just totally spaced it. It's embarrassing. But anyway, I was trying to draw her. I didn't really like the way it turned out. Then I was drawing Chibi Moon or Rini or Mini Moon, whatever you want to call her, from Sailor Moon. I think that this turned out really cute. The pose is like a little awkward, but I may kind of adjust it a little bit and turn this into a finished piece just because I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. This was supposed to be Elsa. I was drawing these while I was at my Artist Alley booth a couple weeks ago, and I was just trying to broaden my horizons with the kinds of characters that I draw. I don't draw a lot of Disney characters, which I think is kind of odd because I enjoy Disney characters. And then of all things, I decided to draw Elsa, and I'm not even the biggest Frozen fan. But as you can see, I didn't really end up finishing it, so yeah, story of my life. This pose I do really like. This was just an idea I had to draw an archer. So I was playing around with that pose a little bit, and I had a lot of fun, and I would really like to do a piece kind of featuring this pose in the future, because I like the way that it turned out. Very like dramatic and suspenseful. Then I have a little drawing of a cat / witch girl. A girl at the convention had cat ears on, and for some reason I just got this idea. It reminds me a lot of Kiki's Delivery Service, but at the same time I think it'd be a really cute doodle to do for Inktober, so maybe I'll kind of play off this concept during Inktober. Then I was trying to draw like myself as a Pokemon trainer with Charizard. Not Charizard. Is it? Charmander, Charmeleon, yeah, Charizard. I don't know why I'm blanking on all the names today, guys. This is embarrassing. I was trying to draw myself with Charizard because the booth across from me was selling t-shirts, and there was a really cool Charizard t-shirt that I actually ended up purchasing. And Charmander is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I just thought it would be kind of cool to draw myself with Charizard. I did a portrait of myself as a Pokemon trainer with Totodile, who is my all-time favorite Pokemon. But I thought it would be kind of cool to draw myself with a larger Pokemon. So, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of fun to do. Here is the start of a little mini-series that I want to do. And I want to turn this into a full, like, illustration piece. And I'm really, really excited about it. These drawings were so fun, and they're one of my favorites in this sketchbook so far. So as you can see, I drew Hermione Granger from Harry Potter. I've recently been listening to all the Harry Potter audiobooks, and she's reading Hogwarts: A History. And I don't know, I just love this. I won't include like the names in the final illustration, but you'll see that I'm not only going to draw Hermione, I'm also going to draw Ron and Harry. And basically, Hermione and Ron are going to be on either side of Harry, and I'm just going to kind of draw like all three of them like sitting at a table in the library with these very characteristic expressions on their face. I'm really excited about this. That's all I'll say, and I'm really excited to sketch this all out. I'm going to make it a pretty big illustration too, so I'm excited, guys. Now this is another like version of that concept I was talking about earlier, where I'm basically personifying like my feelings of stress that I've been experiencing recently. So I liked this concept better because it kind of embodied how I feel a little bit more. Basically, like I said, this is meant to symbolize like me and how I feel. You can see that both of the arms are going to be like constrained, like chained up to a wall behind her. And then there's like a constraint around the neck, but it's actually broken, and that's kind of meant to symbolize that like I'm in control, my thoughts are my own, and that like I'm the one who's like making myself feel this way. But the arms are meant to kind of symbolize how I feel like I don't know what to do, but on this side it kind of looks like I'm giving up, and on this side it kind of looks like I'm still willing to power through. So I don't know, I'm really excited to turn this into a finished piece. I already have it completely sketched out and transferred. You might have seen it on my Instagram story. So I'm going to be coloring this pretty soon. Here is a sketch of what I thought a firebending original character would look like. I wanted her to be feisty, but not like mean. I think firebenders get a really bad rep, and I personally, I think, relate most closely to a firebender, but I called her a rogue firebender because I feel like she would stand up for like the sort of harsh beliefs of the firebending nation. So that's why I called her a rogue firebender. I don't know. I just thought it was cute, and I had Avatar on the brain, so decided to draw firebender. And I believe that is the last sketch in this sketchbook so far. I still have quite a bit left. I think I have over a third left, but I wanted to share with you what I had so far, especially because during October you're going to get 2 more sketchbook updates from me, so I wanted to get this one out to you guys before then. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you stay tuned because Inktober is going to be a very exciting time for me. Also, make sure that you're following me on Instagram because that's where my daily drawings are going to be posted. And also, if you didn't know, I have a makeup channel, and on my makeup channel every year for October, I post Halloween makeup tutorials. So that is always linked down in the description below. Make sure that you're subscribed to that so you are up to date on all of my little fun activities, whether it be art or makeup or whatever it may be. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time, and until then, take care.